If you were Godzilla, what would your name be? Would it be Godzilla, or would you have a different name because of the fact that you're a giant lizard attacking the city? Today, I'm really, really excited to have the genius behind the marketing of Citizen with me, Natasha Scott. Natasha, thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you, Joe. It's nice to be on this side of the camera for once instead of on that side.
Love it.
A little bit different, but excited to share my knowledge with you guys.
Amazing. And today we're discussing 2026 trends, marketing trends that we believe are going to be coming up.
Yes.
Amazing. So my first question for you is, if you were Godzilla, what would your name be? Would it be Godzilla, or would you have a different name because of the fact that you're a giant lizard attacking the city?
I mean, I think it has to be pretty feminine. Godzilla seems like a little bit masculine to me.
Okay.
Maybe like something Goddess-zilla.
Goddess-zilla.
You know?
All right.
Gotta throw that little spin on it.
Love it. Before we jump into 2026, we go into 2025. Whether or not it was one of your favorite trends or whatever else, what was your favorite moment of 2025, personally, professionally, a trend, anything that really got you excited?
2025 was an interesting year, I think, is where a lot of 2024 was we were hearing a lot about AI. Yeah. And that's honestly all you heard about. In 2025, that continued of, okay, AI. But I feel like in 2025, we actually started to use AI properly. And we found ways and innovations where it was effective in personal life and in business. And now that we are figuring out how it works, it's amazing to see where it's going to take us. And I feel like the talk is now less around, like, what is AI? What does it do? And more around like efficiencies and how are we finding better ways to make our lives better professionally and in business.
Amazing. So what do you see coming down the pipe now for 2026?
So with all of that being said, it's kind of interesting because I think the biggest trend of 2026 is going to be authenticity. So even though AI is big and we're using it, now we're kind of getting this era of people don't trust it. And now they're questioning things they're seeing on the internet. Is this real? Is this fake? Is this AI? And now every time you see a video, you're probably questioning, oh, like, what is this? And I think that's where authenticity comes into play. And gone are the days of it has to be perfect and it has to be edited. And it's more about displaying.
What is the flaw?
Yeah, displaying everything as human as we possibly can.
Amazing. So what can a organization do to ensure that that authenticity is there in the stuff, especially if they're wanting to lean into more of the AI piece?
I think it's understanding who your brand is and who your audience is. And between all of that, the story that you're looking to tell. So there's ways to use AI to, again, be efficient, but it's not losing sight of that story and making sure that that's carried out throughout. So whether you're interviewing residents, making sure that it showcases your brand in a proper light and you're not over editing or you're over scripting, like let that be natural and let that come into play.
I think that's especially true in the senior housing space, especially when you're taking a look at, in my mind, I always take a look at a brand as if it's almost like a person.
Totally.
You want that person to have that relationship with you. And when you have people in your community, the salespeople, they in a lot of ways should actually represent the same brand as the organization itself. And that authenticity is key throughout the marketing as well as throughout the sales journey. So with that being said, you're obviously the head of marketing for Citizen. What do you see as like an avenue for you to utilize this for our organization?
Ooh, great question. For us, it's a lot about showcasing our people at Citizen. We believe that's one of our strongest selling points is that the people that work here genuinely care and they're very, very good at their jobs. And that's just the truth about it. So it's showcasing the work that they're doing, what it means to them, the story behind why they created what they created, and showcasing those experiences and their thought process. So we're leaning a lot into that. But then beyond that, we're leaning into how did that actually impact our clients? So telling the story for our clients as well of, okay, we initiated this campaign and this is the effect it had on their community and on their residents and on potential residents, and really looking at that whole journey.
Amazing. Now, obviously, video is a very easy way to really show authenticity and all those other avenues. How do you show authenticity in the rest of your marketing apart from, video work?
So SEO is a huge aspect of this, obviously. So search engine optimization, how are you showing up on the internet when people search for you? So whether that be through your Google reviews, how you're replying to those reviews is very important. So a lot of times we can use automation software to reply to these, which is great. It's, again, efficient, but making sure that you are staying authentic in those responses and it's not a scripted, overused version. And if there is an opportunity to say more, you're taking the opportunity to edit that review and add in more information. Also, working through blogs is a great opportunity to showcase your authenticity. So maybe you're interviewing a resident and you're turning that into a blog. That's a great way to showcase who you are and who they are as well.
Yeah. It also speaks to the consistency throughout the marketing strategy. If we have the blogs and the videos and the direct mailers and the emails that are going out and blah, 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 all the different avenues that an organization can market out to their targeted audience, if that consistency exists and that authenticity can exist within the consistency, obviously that's going to have a big impact.
Yeah, you're creating the flow through. So wherever someone sees you, it's the same. And that's what people look for, right? Is consistency.
Amazing. Okay, so authenticity is going to be key in 2026. What else? What's next? Where are we going when we're taking a look at, the silver tsunami, the baby booming population coming in?
So yeah, so this is obviously an interesting time for everybody in any form of senior living industry. It's what's coming next. We can't avoid it. There's a huge wave coming into our industry. What's really interesting about this is there's also a shift in how they think and how their retirement looks than previous generations. So with them, they're looking a lot into wellness. They're looking a lot into lifestyle. A lot of them have been traveling. So whether they're going on cruises or whatever, they're seeing the world. There's a lot of food and cuisine, and it's just a different type of view of, they almost want a resort luxury lifestyle. So how do you showcase that your resident can have this with their new home? So do you have a pickleball court? Because if you do, you've captured a large audience already. So showcasing that you have a pickleball court, that you have leagues, that you have tournaments, that's a great way to show off this lifestyle and almost like resort feel. Pools. Do you have 5-star cuisine that they could find in different countries when they travel? Any sort of experience that is like one step above, where you can highlight that and make them feel like they're coming to a luxury lifestyle is really important.
I think that's especially true when taking a look at the independent living communities or CCRC as an example. People want to regain their freedom in a lot of ways. And when I say this, for some reason, I always think about this, like, I think about when a kid is 16 and they get their license for the first time and they're driving around, they got a little bit of money in their pocket, but they know like everything's taken care of. They don't have to shovel the walk. They don't have to mow the lawn. They don't have to do any of the work around the house because they're not old enough to have to do that. They've got nothing but freedom. Yeah. And that senior now moving into the community, that's really what they're getting. They're getting that freedom back that they haven't experienced in whatever, 60, 70 years, which is absolutely wild. And yeah, if you can really market it out that way, like, hey, you're regaining your freedom. And this obviously doesn't work for everybody. Many communities are going to have to market in different types of ways. Many communities are going to have to market more on the security or the health and wellness and different things like that. If you're an assisted living community or a memory care community and things like that. But the baby booming population, if that's the one that you want to target, getting after that freedom, really, really important.
Really important.
Yeah.
The other interesting thing about the boomer population is thinking about the technologies that they've used. So I don't know about everyone else, but my dad comes from boomer generation. And instead of sending me a text message, he's sending me an email. It is signed Dad. Love it. But when it comes time for him to move into a home like this, I know that the best way to reach him is going to be by email. Yeah. And so I think in the past, maybe the previous generation wasn't really into the technology the same way that the boomer generation is. Sure. So making sure that you are ready on a digital forefront is also going to be really important for this generation.
Yeah, absolutely. So Natasha, obviously these trends for 2026, these are thoughts that we have about the future. It's what, January 9th today?
That's true.
While we're filming this of 2026, for the record. So it's January 9th of 2026. This is stuff that we forecast is going to be coming down. Obviously, AI is not a fad. It is. It's going to be everywhere. LLMs are everywhere. Like the baby booming population is coming. For our users, tell us, like, where can we get more information about this? What do you have coming up?
So with this webinar, we also have an e-guide that highlights the trends that we've forecasted are coming in a lot more detail. So that will be available for you to download. There will be a link provided below. Take a look at what's coming and get yourself ready for 2026. It's going to be a big year.
Awesome. Now let's dive into your personal life just for a minute.
Let's do it.
A big family update happened for you in 2026 already.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on.
Tomorrow I pick up my puppy. His name is Huey. He's a rescue. We believe he's a lab husky. My boyfriend thinks he's going to be 55 pounds. He's probably going to be 80 pounds. But yes, I'm very, very excited to have a child. And yeah, for now, I'm sure I'll pull my hair out in a week or so.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
fine.
good.
I have 4 human kids.
Yeah.
And I have very little hair left.
That's
so there you go.
Great.
Amazing. Natasha, thank you so much for joining Cup of Joe. It's always a pleasure.
Yes.
And for those of you watching at home or at work, in the event that you ever want to get in touch with us, you can reach out to me directly, joe@citizen55.com, or on my cell, 403-903-3703. Thank you so much.